The Path from Prisminia. Take 2. There's much still to be done. That, we're ready to go. Okay, so last time on this, there were a couple things I missed. It's time to do a little bit of backtracking. I'm not going to be able to do the castle without actually restarting the game, which I don't want to do right now, despite being able to press all the buttons. But this other exit, I think I can actually accomplish. So we're going to do this really quick. And there's dialogue we don't actually need, because we've done this before. It's important to remember that we can in fact float like Peach, which is going to get me in trouble at some points in time, but we can live with that. The upper path is in fact easier, but the lower path is actually want. Because the lower path, I think, contains the secret exit, which is really the reason we're in here, to be honest. It's tricky that way. Not exactly sure where it is, but I think it's around... Is it around here? It's not around right here, no. Like, I'm pretty sure it's where the screen scrolls is kind of weird. You go up a bit, and then there's some stuff. But we'll figure that when we get there. Mistakes were made. Anyway, that's what's happening today. Decided I would do the hack gem tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Sunday. Discorded some of the people involved in that, so that's gonna be a thing that's happening around 7 p.m. on Sunday, my time, PDT. Boxo Taxman, I think that's his name, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, here we go, I think this is it. Nope, this is where I was last time, alright. Just need to be careful. The alternative is much worse. Yeah, I think it's here. It didn't let me do the hover, because I got hit, I think. But that's where the secret is, and that's what we're looking for. Yes. Thankfully, there's at least a power-up in this part. It could be a lot worse. Otherwise, Hirosu Samus would have a much harder time. I kind of do want to actually play like the GBA Metroid games again. It's been too long. They're legitimately a lot of fun. But my setup for them would be not ideal, I'd say. And I guess I'd probably play it on emulator, because it'd be too much of a pain to actually go and get like GBA hardware or GBA capture. By GBA hardware, I mean like convince Squiggles to let me borrow his GameCube and GameCube GBA player. Door spotted. Yep, I found it at least. Zero Suit does in fact wear a suit. Wouldn't that make her one suit? I mean, when you start wearing something, it starts... She's a programmer, it starts from 0. Problem solved. When you're a programmer, you index from 0. And apparently Samus is a proficient programmer, so starts from 0. How you doing, Steven? Alright, we figured it out. We found the door. Let's go do the door. Go to the Scapper's village. Try all of the nonsense here. This village is so much better than the alternative. Not to mention, I love living in a small community where everyone knows each other. Wouldn't you agree? I guess. I'll save, and then we'll figure it out, Toad. Living somewhere near those thieves is actually very uneventful. They never target us, only the happy-go-lucky city folk down south. Sucks for them. Interesting. Whoa! Hi, miss. Are you from the city? We don't really get outsiders here. Not in a bad way, it's just rare. Our village is tiny, but it's still my home. Every now and then, I see ships sailing to the city's block repository, carrying huge cargo. I wonder what it's for. Is Omelis constructing something? Scarper's village is a bit on the nose, but I think we'll be fine here. We never broke Prisminian law. Left on our own accord, we're not like the ones on the path. All zeroed out. How about myself? I'm doing pretty decent. Can't complain too much. Can't complain too much. Did some D&D, played some pinball. Pretty normal Friday. Alright, the other thing is I'm missing a coin from here. Which I'm pretty sure I know where it is now because I looked it up in Lunar Magic, to be 100% honest. But being a moderator means sometimes you just have to look things up. Sounds nice? It was pretty nice, yeah. Just need to be careful not to die repeatedly in this area. Like last time. Did not play well here last time. There, jump up there. Yeah, I have no idea how you were supposed to figure this out. I think there might also be a pipe here that goes somewhere. There we go! We found the pipe that goes places. Cool. That's all we need to do from that level. Do need to come back at the end and do this. The Thieves Hideout, there's another path I didn't take, but still. Huh? Oh, down from here, yep. It would help if I remembered what I was doing. Oh, also, I learned because I read the README. You could save anywhere on the world map. I just didn't. Alright. Empyrean Crossing. That's where we're going. Is that a NPC? Alright, whatever that is, it's really annoying is what it is. We got the trampolines. Trampolines are fun. Very fun. 2,000! Wait. 200. Okay, that's not so bad. I very much have problems with extra zeros. But because we've been messing around, no biggie. Oh. I might go higher if I help jump on these P-bridge things. That's useful. Yep, that sure is higher. Briefly thought that maybe I'd proc a message, because that's usually the messages are modal. But that one appears not to be modal, so that's kind of weird. Alright. Have to know. 1, there's nothing down there. 2, do I have to have another 200 if I fuck this up? Signs point to yes. Bit odd, but okay. We'll get to re-see the message. There it is. Because usually people just use the modal version of this. The non-modal version is quite odd, but, you know. Up to the person who wanted to use it, I suppose. What? Ah, launch in the sky! Good grief, these wizards, jeez! I missed the message before this. But I'm in the sky now, I guess we'll just deal with that. I feel like there was more level there, but I missed it because I went to the sky. If I die now, I imagine I'll end up in the sky world. Completely intentional. Okay, so it bumps you into the sky. Good to know. Good to know. Per usual, going over the top is a bad idea in this one. Yeah, what else really happened today? Mostly just woke up, did some work, played D&D. It's a pretty uneventful day in terms of, you know, and of course did some pinball. Got a really good score on one machine. Got to earned. 2 different earned. Oh, what's up, Matt? It did in fact happen. Did I fall down? Finally got home, had a couple things I had to take care of when I was at home, and then it happened. Streaming occurred. These wizards, geez. I forgot that this hack is incredibly sprawly. You can jump over things, but they frequently kill you. It happens. Sometimes you just die in the middle of a sentence. Oh, what is this? Ah, it's an X-Link cannon. Okay. Anyway, hope you're doing well, Matt. You can't hover once you've hovered once out of a cannon. DKC thing? Yeah, kind of. I don't remember DKC having X-locked cannons, I don't think. I think this might have been a DKC 3 thing. But either way, we can take a different path now. The issue with this particular hack is there are so many different paths to take, and I need to do all of them. Oh, it goes automatically. Which definitely makes the whole holding at... I'd like to go higher, please. Makes the whole holding the button to hover thing behave very oddly inside those cannons. Oh, there's so much surface area here. And I died. DKC 3 just mean the series. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking the OG DKC series, the OG DKC game does not have this particular property. Just, it's not something that they did. But yeah, if it was in 3, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's go down the lower path again. Despite amounts of consternation. I have my beef with DKC 3, you see. I'm going to put a marker here saying that this particular sprite does not behave well with the hover ASM. Not really sure what to do about that, but it doesn't behave well. Okay, Donkey Kong. Okay, let's burn out the day. Burn out the night. Let's burn out our jump skill, really. That's the wrong song. What's the right song here, really? I do like some Blue Oyster Cult, but I'm trying to think of the more appropriate Blue Oyster Cult song. Maybe I Love the Night. That was the finishing encore song when I went and saw them in concert a few years back. Apparently someone met them backstage and was like, I really want to hear this. And they were like, sure, why not? It's a bit of an odd encore, but you know, Blue Oyster Cult's a bit of a weird band. Truly, truly one of those days, yep. Log into your Battle.net account with your bank account details. I hope it didn't work. I've been having trouble logging into Prod recently for work stuff. It's actually a problem. Google seems to be convinced that it's not set up properly, but, like, it was working last week. And it's a bit of a problem because, like, I, you know, occasionally am called on to fix things in Prod. So, okay, is this death? It's death. No comment? Yep. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not ideal that someone like me has access to Prod, but you know, sometimes when you're in startup land, you just have to be able to fix things as they come. And it's better to be one trusted person than many, many untrusted peoples. Okay. Yep, this sure is a hole. Wait. Haven't been over here yet. What is Prod, anywho? It's the place where all the SSN numbers actually correspond to real people. I think it's a pretty decent description of Prod. Like I said, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. Don't go that way. What's up, Zucati? How you doing? In our staging environment, all of the SSN numbers end in the exact same 4 digits and correspond to the exact same fake person. My understanding is she's quite a nice person, but still, she doesn't actually exist. Oh, darn it. I squished another one of those bugs today. But yeah, sweet moderating today. I think I've gotten all the surface area up to a point, so I can just kind of go forward now. Don't jump high. It's a trap. Yeah, I've already done all that down there. Right, we've done this. I went to the area below that. Is there anything up here? I could go up there. I don't think I should. Huh. Since that's X-linked, I don't really have much of a choice if I want to do something different. You can't really drop out of one of these cannons once you start into it. Well, that's where the coin is. That's not how you do that part. I do really love the part where it keeps printing this at me. In other news, I went and put some planned streams into Discord events, which is probably good for the grand scheme of things. And also there's one that's planned for Sunday around 7 my time, which is to say PDT. We are going to do the Team Jank hack. Boxo Taxman, or whatever his name is, because I keep doing transpositions of it whenever I talk about it, so... Alright, we can see it from here, so maybe go from a different perspective? Bonk. Wah, indeed. There's so many different kinds of wah. There's the Waluigi wah, and then there's the other wah. Let me phrase this. There's at least 2 types of wah. Nobody actually really likes the Waluigi wah, though. Something, 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 when they had the, that dude told people to go stand in front of the shuttle to cure cancer. It wasn't good, but it was kind of funny. In the, I'm not participating in this, so I can laugh at this. But yeah, no, dude totally deserved to get banned from GDQ for that. Whoa. Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. You mean Waluigi Wah? Oh, someone got sick of all of the people going, wah! And basically said, you know, you guys doing all the wahing? If you want to cure cancer, there's a shuttle that goes by every 15 minutes from the hotel. If you go stand in front of it, you'll cure some cancer. Basically telling people to go, you know, jump in front of cars, which... not kosher, to say the least. Whoa! Aug-Conjurations in the sky? I knew it. Miss? What are you doing here? Why are you up here? Oh, right. Long story short, you know about the impartation jam theft, right? What? No, it was stolen? How? When? My colleague and I have been up here for weeks. That checks out. Well, as I was saying, it was stolen, and I'm on a mission from Prospectus to find the gem and bring it back to your city. I see. Judging by the fact that you made it here all by yourself and crossed the lake, I gather. It seems we're in surprisingly good hands. You bet. Anywho, I'm sorry to interrupt whatever your research you're doing. I guess this place was dead end after all. Wait, perhaps not. You arrived in a timely manner. A couple of moons ago, we detected a surge of energy from not from Aug-Conjur. By my calculations, it came from the east of the city. That's near the direction of the recently abandoned extra material research facility. Perchance you could try looking there. Holy cow, a lead! Getting blasted up into the sky and scared half to death was totally worth it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go back now and find the eastern exit out of the city. Is there a way back to the valley? Yes, just take the pipe up ahead. It curves a lot and is not a straight drop, so fret not. May you have the best of luck saving our artifact. Groovy. Yeah, it was not very nice. Wario also does well, I guess, but Waluigi's better known for it, I think. I do a Groovy Gadget. I get the vague feeling that these different colored blocks might be breakable, but I don't know if I want to do the whole level again just to test that theory. Yeah, I'm curious what you and your friend are researching exactly. We're investigating the man-made structures and their capability to levitate. There isn't much here, but the fact that they exist at all is what poses questions. I postulate that these structures are not here to serve as a base or home or anything of that sort, but rather as literal stepping stones to cross over the sky to reach different locations. Wowzers! Do you think these were made by older generations of people from Aug-Conjur? You'd think, but this architecture is unlike anything in our city's history. It must have been another group of people. Gosh, there's way too much we don't know or keep cataloged about in our history, huh? Gotta fix that someday. Well, sorry for the bother. Stay safe up here. Was good trying to beat a boss and a hack? Well, I hope it was a good boss. And a good hack. It's gonna be irritating. Hey. Alright, there's one other thing I want to check in this level. Gotta go to sleep? Alright, sleep well, Matt. See you later. Rest assured, more things will happen at more reasonable hours in the vaguely near future, I hope. I ate 200 coins to do this. I have regrets. I want to see what happens if I don't get catapulted. I wasn't paying that much attention. I didn't technically beat the level? Well, that's really annoying. Dead end. The valley just stops here. What am I missing? Wait. I soft locked the game. No button is saving me from what I did here. That's a problem. Alright. These things happen. Thanks. What we learned here is I really should have saved my game before I did this. On the bright side, I didn't lose any coinage. Okay. Let's try that again and see if it still happens. I'm probably gonna like try that offline just to make sure that my code isn't interfering. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. What's up, Herosoft? How you doing? It's the boogie enemy. Oh, is that what that is? Last save was before I beat the level, unfortunately. It won't take long because I'm not doing, like, anything fancy anymore. I don't need to, like... Well, okay. I don't need to explore the space. I know what I'm doing. You know what? I already lost a bunch of coins doing something stupid. Let's try that again. It's one of those, if I can't reproduce it later, I'm not going to worry about it kind of bugs. Is that a graphics from the Giga Leak that was made for SMW? Huh! Didn't know that. Had fun at the beginning of Giga Leak. I was like trying to, what'd I do? The thing I did at the very beginning was, looked at Mario RPG and it turned to be a huge disappointment. There were 4 Mario RPG files and we're all excited about them being like something interesting and cohesive and I don't know. Turns out that they were just the 4 different banks. 4 1 megabyte banks. If you cap them all together, it's literally the ROM that exists on release. Such a drag. Like, it could have been so cool, but then it wasn't. Okay, so in the Giga Leak, there were 4 files relating to Mario RPG. Turns out that they were, in fact, just... I guess I should put a marker down for that. It's gonna bug me. That Koopa is off, runs off a cliff. It doesn't really matter, but I may as well mark it down. There were 4 files that were related to Mario RPG. But they weren't actually, like, beta files or anything. They were actually final release files. They were the 4 different banks of Mario RPG. So the game is 4 megabytes in size. And each one of those was just one of the 4 banks. It really was basically as unexciting as you could possibly get. So if you took all those files and concatenated them, they made up the general US release ROM. Like, it was kind of sad. We were all expecting something better, but like, no, just here it is. Here's the ROM you all know and love. Great and all, but you know, we were hoping for cool beta stuff. Not, oh look, it's just the game we know and love. Yeah, when you're not moderating, things take a lot less time. Yoshi's Island files are interesting. Oh yeah, prefer the overworld prototype over the final one. Yeah, the Yoshi Island ones were actually really interesting. They had like a bunch of stuff that didn't get in there. There was like build, where there was Mario was the primary. I really hope beating the level hit the story flags, because I just realized I didn't actually check. What a bank is in that sense? Yeah. I should have talked to the critters. It'll take a second. We'll just do it again. Because my suspicion is that's what we actually need to do to move the game forward. Or do we? He said, has he already lost 200 coins doing this? Why did I do that? Yeah. That's the same one as before. I'm gonna reset again. I'm not resetting. Doesn't. Oh, does resetting matter? I'm gonna reset again just to be sure. I don't want to burn more coins. The exit does count as an exit, which is delightful. But I probably should have paid attention to what they said first. Could have been worse. Yeah, if you beat this level and then start select, it crashes. That seems to be consistent. Or at least during the period of that message. I'll double check this after I'm done, because I'd like to make sure it isn't my stuff messing with it, because I do have some hooks into the message system. Wait, no, I don't have any hooks in the message. No, I have no hooks into the message. I have no hooks into the message system. I have hooks into other systems, but not the message system. That works differently and pretty much from the outside. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, during dialogue. Absolutely. Put a marker down for that. Just, that's how that works. Coinage. Beans everywhere, indeed. How you doing, Embona? There's so many beans. Beans were a staple food of the Israelites. You may continue. Beans, beans, the musical fruit. Be careful, children, he may take on other forms. Okay, so there we go. Do this again for the third time. Did love me some Simpsons back in the day. Okay, good. I'm already burned out on that. The hover does not play well with these. Okay, I already have the white snake thing, so I don't need to worry about that. Did I try using this? It's not. Very silly cannon. Yep, sure is silly. Not really sure what to do with that, but it is indeed very silly. Doing for a second. The beautiful thing of not having to explore. Okay, do that. Oh wait, no, I actually need to read his dialogue again. What are you doing? It's a long story. Gem theft, stolen. Dead end. Take the pipe up ahead, it curves around a lot. Straight drop. I think I missed the important line. Try this again. East of the city. Abandoned. Yeah, okay, so it's east of the city. Go back and find the eastern exit of the city. Is there a way back? Okay, so actually, no. I have to figure out where the eastern exit is myself. That's mildly important. I also wanted to check to see if I could spin jump on these. I can't. Finally done with that. Problem solved. Enjoy my beverage now. Let's find an eastern exit. Having wasted a lot of coins on nothing. Can one more time, because otherwise it's going to be irritating. So I guess this is not the eastern exit. It's worth a shot. There's probably some story flags that have been flipped now, and so we need to talk to the right people about them, or go through random doors. Got a custom, did normal system, we did this. So let's try random doors. Oh yeah, sorry for barging in. I was just looking around. It's quite alright. Persetus told us about you, so I expected you to be checking some rooms out. Though there's not much going on here. Oh, you see, I was trying to procrastinate from studying for my next quiz. Oof, good luck with that. Yeah, inverted bed. Poor bastard. Poor bastard. Right. Doors I can go in are slightly blacker than that. It's not a door I can go in. This is a door I can go in. This is a door I went in. Did I die here? Nope, that's the exit that takes you to the water exit, which I'm uninterested in. So let's go back. Eastern exit. Let's go try talking to the head honcho. I suppose that can't hurt in terms of like story flag progression. That's the one I went in to get out. This is an accessible door. Yeah, we did this before. Please don't mess with my experiments, and therefore you mess with his experiments. It just feels right, man. It just feels right. This is the store. Or it's the kitchen. Oh, hello, Moonlight. This room contains the exit to the east of Aug-Conjur. Please be careful. There is a hostile sect of people on the trail that have caused issues for anyone going that way. They practice the art of Bushido. They are very fast and will not hesitate to resort to violence. Be on your guard. Oh boy. Bushido is going to be a problem, I think. Gamana Peak. Okay, we got the layer 3 water overlay thing. And we have Chard and Chucks that have decided to become samurais. This is fine. This is fine. Let me check something real quick. No, there's no possibility of getting through that. That's fine. We're near the very top of the level here, so anything is likely to gonna be... Anything that's likely is going to be below. Way below. For some reason today when I was playing pinball, I was reminded of Shadow Man. Which was an interesting experience, I'm gonna be honest. Amusingly enough, the two videos of that did the best on YouTube, one of them proclaims that there's no more flickering, and people occasionally come by and ask, how'd you eliminate the flickering? And the other one was the disco dance party ending. I cannot explain why. Oh, nuts. You know, I could have avoided him, actually, in retrospect. Just made the level harder for no apparent reason. Kind of wish I'd actually gone and fought the Repo Man earlier. Because that was a more ridiculous area than most of them. Like, out of the, what was it, 5 or 6 critters, there were some that were, like, actually disturbing. And some that were kind of hilarious. Like the weird construction dude. Like, the one that was hiding in the house in New York. That guy was really weird. Where's the Repo dude? Just fucking hilarious. Florida Man also was not great. He was also really, really weird. Careful. We've explored the effective cube. I have 20 minutes to move my cube. Panicked. Panic the Hedgehog. I was watching a video recently, and it was a track that I was actually like, I really like this track. I want to listen to it again. I went and looked in the comments to see if the name of it had been released. Turned out to be from Sonic Colors. It was actually really good. Even bad Sonic games kind of punch above their weight in terms of, like, good music. I can work with this. Brilliant, Pat. Brilliant. Well, I despawned him. Good enough. Of course. Can't just have one. Alright, cool. We made it. Don't know where I made it, but we made it. Mistakes were made. Not that they matter. I didn't really know where I was, and that's a bit of a problem. Oh. What's up, Blue Ribbon? How you doing? What's up, EJ? Hello, to bring you my love. How you doing? You raid? Raid? You'll get there. I believe in you. What's up, Lizbean? How was the stream? What were we up to? Hope it was something fun. Currently, working my way through... Wait, that popped up a standard message box, even if it was inscrutable. Huh, that's weird. Water level in Aog-Conjur. Oh, yes. One of the few Kaizo levels I can definitely relate to. Many a year ago, I tried to beat Aog-Conjur in possibly the worst way possible, by repeatedly starting it over every single stream. It was not a good plan. Fun but challenging for a Kaizo noob? Yeah, no, Aog-Conjur is a good way to go for Kaizo noob. It's part of the unfortunately named QQ AIDS series. But it is good to go. It is a very good hack in terms of learning important things and precision. Follow age is your 5th hack? Oh, nice. Your follow age is you've been following for like 3 years and change. Because I don't actually have that implemented, and so I just looked it up using the Twitch interface. What was I trying to do here? So part of the problem with this particular level and this particular hack is that, generally speaking, it gives a huge space to explore. And so I'm trying to make sure I do due diligence and see all of the space. Unlike Kaizo levels, where there's really only one way to go through them. This one has an awful lot of different paths you could possibly choose, so I'm trying to make sure I see all of it. There was a prior level, the water level up there, that was even worse, because not only did it have multiple paths and multiple things, like there were just an awful lot of like dialogue that was hidden in different corners of the map. Make it even more of a pain to see everything that you need to see. You also have like this weird hover ability, which I think is kind of good, but frequently causes me problems. Especially when I'm trying to re-grab or something. Okay, so that's where we were. Here's where we are. Can I get into that area? Yes, I can. Cool. Not worth. Why do people make SMW hacks so you can spin jump? Probably to be more precise, I guess. This one allows for spin jumping, though. How have I been today? Oh, pretty good. Got up, did some work, went to D&D, took a nice walk to go to D&D, listened to a non-trivial chunk of Feet of Clay, one of the Discworld books. We're getting to an interesting part. We've now learned that a golem, in fact, is whodunit. I love it when they land on my head out of nowhere. Played some pinball on the way home. To be fair, it was a long way home. I did enjoy playing pinball on the way. Yeah. And now we're doing this. Oh, I ate some popcorn, I guess. That was also a thing I did. Been a very uneventful day, as you might be able to guess. Thought it was a single Springer, not a 3 Springer. Started the first Discworld book, The Color Magic. Only read the first part. You know, I'm going to be honest. I tried reading The Color Magic. I never got through it. My sister, who's much more into the whole series, tried reading The Color Magic. I don't think she got through it. The Color Magic is not very good, unfortunately. It is not a good representative of Discworld, and I eventually finally found out why. It's a very simple reason, is that Terry Pratchett set out to write a parody of bad fantasy, but didn't quite understand how to write good books until much later in his career. I shouldn't have done that. So while it is a good parody of bad fantasy, it does suffer a bit from being bad fantasy. The other books are far better. Take the Guards, take Death. Or Moist. I like Moist a whole lot in terms of Discworld threads you can glom onto. Should be able to use this to back path. There we go. I want to go down. Hogfather? Yeah, I think Hogfather is part of the Death series. So definitely comes recommended. Like, the basic thing is find a thread you like and stick with it. Or find one of the independent books you like and stick with it. I like Moist, the first book, Making Money, or Going Postal is quite good, but it also appeals very much to my hacker sensibilities. For various reasons. Boy, I love dodging these guys. This was not what I meant to do. What I want to do is go ahead and see what's up there. Can I even get up there without jumping on one of you? Possibly not. No, wait, one more tile? One more tile, there we go. It's the first book in the series, you heard. Okay, so here's the thing about Discworld, is like, there's a whole bunch of different threads you can follow, depending upon who you like. And there's independent books. So for instance, Death has a bunch of threads. I think Hogfather is one of the early ones, but I couldn't speak to it. The Guards have a bunch of different threads, so like starting with Guards, Men-at-Arms, and then Feet of Clay. Moist has a bunch of threads. The problem is with Moist is that the better part of his books were written post-Alzheimer's. Unfortunately, Sir Terry Pratchett eventually developed and succumbed to Alzheimer's, which did affect his ability to write books. I believe his daughter eventually became his kind of ghostwriter, but she never quite got it right. I don't know, it's hard to describe. And so some of those later ones are a bit painful to read. I really wanted to read another Moist book, but Making Money is not great. So, do some research. And starting with Color Magic is the first. Yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. Ah, finally out of that rain. I'm soaked. I'd recommend starting with like one of the very independent books, like Pyramids or Small Gods. Small Gods is probably one of the best ones, to be honest. Pyramids is good, but Small Gods, I think, is one of my favorites. And that one is, it's a single book. It just sticks out in Discworld. It doesn't have any major thread to it that you see some of the same people. Oh well. Judging by the big building in front of me, it looks like I found the research facility. Recently abandoned, huh? Yeah, right. If this is where the gem is, I bet there's an ambush or something big waiting for me at the end. Been there, done that. Alrighty. Aug-Conjur needs its magic. Let's do this. Leroy! Want to read Dune, but you're not interested in the Dune books written by that son? Yeah. It happens, unfortunately, frequently when people have these big, epic fantasy ideas, and then they can never finish. Something, Wheel of Time. And Patrick Dreyfuss. And, what's his name? The Game of Thrones fella. So he's still alive, but I just have no expectation he'll finish the books before he dies. My guess is they'll end up handing it to, what's his name? Brandon Sanderson, and eventually he'll finish it. Because he can actually write a book and finish books, which apparently, you know, George R. R. Martin can't. There we go. I thought I was missing something here. Took over Wheel of Time? Yeah. I mean, because the Wheel of Time author died and, you know, wanted to finish it up. Experiment 12F Notes. Floating Muncher. As one of our earliest experiments, we wanted to start small. We thought it'd be easy, and maybe even comical, to get the muncher to float in air. And it was as simple as taking a local flying turtle's wing gene, apply it to the plant, incubate for 3 weeks, and done. Floating munchers. My coworkers and I thought it was hilarious. Our supervisor was not amused. He said it was weird and unprofessional. Experiment deemed a success. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Well played. Only Brandon series you've read is Mistborn. I think my sister gave me one, maybe Mistborn. I think it was the later book, the one that's more like cowboy mystery thing, with Wax and Wayne. We mean to continue that series, but I just haven't gotten into it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, well, something broke here. Experiment 8A73 notes. Tall Raptor. Oh my. With the failure of the large mole project, we tried making it useful elsewhere. We merged the essence of a raptor with our previous mole enzyme. It took several tries to produce a being that didn't terminate instantly on birth. But when we got a living tall raptor, it generated the head of a raptor on top of repeated segments of a mole. A grotesque, incomplete-looking mistake of a creation. Experiment deemed a failure. I'm going to have to fight that thing, aren't I? That's a win. I only read the first two. Want to read the third? Uni's got in the way several times. Yeah, it happens. Hard to read journal articles and read for fun at the same time. Oh, I bet. Now, I do most of my reading, quote unquote. Oh, I missed this. There's a note tag to this. Looks like it was left by someone who used to work here. 0725 in the year XXXX. Who misplaced the damn key to the main office again? It's no wonder the Prime Minister is defunding us to the point of table scraps. It's like they're thinking our division is useless. What's next? They're gonna abolish it? We're given this huge open laboratory and no one can put things back where they go. I'm modifying the key once it's located. You cannot take it through doors or pipes. If you do, it'll teleport back to where it was originally, so be mindful. Now, one of you fools, get the key. Last I checked, it was near an elevator on 2F. That's actually really important information. Sheesh, looks like it wasn't a very good place to work at, but hold on, a key? Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna need to find this key to find the gem? Sleuthing time it is. One more bit of dialogue. What in the... what? This is some of the local hostile fauna I've encountered, but these have been attached to each other. That's so disgusting. Why was this done? If these scientists were experimenting on wildlife like this, black. Well, good thing it's still inside this big tank. Yep, it's a fish plant. That makes sense. Not crazy about audiobooks either. Like, you only like it if you want to revisit something you've already read. That's fair. I generally like to read while walking. So, definitely works for me. Don't get thwimped. That's a weird-ass looking pokey. Guess we'll try the elevator first. Oh god, there's so much space. Oh look, a floating muncher. Experiment 37Z notes Raptor Hopper. The Raptor Hopper project aimed to gene splice two entities, the Raptor and the Hop Rock. We wanted to make a slow but imposing being for security. A raptor that could jump to large heights and have skin made of stone. Alas, it was not meant to be. The Hop Rocks kept resisting the DNA extraction. When we finally cohered, a wild one to giving up its DNA was damaged. The result was what amounted to a normal Hop Rock, but with traces of raptor left over. Experiment deemed a failure. This game has a lot of dialogue. Walking's done at work, you were at a grocery store and have to shop online for online orders. Oh, yeah, definitely get your steps in there. A lot of steps you can't do any reading in. Yeah, I believe that. I'm a programmer, so I get no steps in while doing my work. Usually a small miracle if I do any physical exercise while working. we go. What's over here? Nope! Do not want... I do not want a lava lotus that throws hammers. That is definitely not a thing I want. Oh, it's one of the corner moles. Did not, in fact, jump on the slope mole. Hopefully when you graduate, you'll find a job that's less physical. Fair enough. Very likely. If you don't mind me asking, what's your major or area of study? You're reading journal articles, so I assume graduate work, but that's not always a guarantee. Alright, we'll read this then. Experiment 6A3V notes large mole. The large mole idea was simple. Grab a mole from the canyons nearby and enlarge it. Ideally to 3 or 4 times its normal size. It could not have been simpler, but one of our engineers made an irreconcilable error while adjusting its body shape. The embarrassing and quite frankly horrifying result, a squished, sloped mole. Somewhat larger than a normal one, but not at all what we intended for. Not to mention the odd blue color. Experiment deemed a failure. Alright, well, we know about this squash mole now. Chemical engineering and business management. Oh, nice! Still undergrad? Fair enough. Typically when people start reading an awful lot of articles for college, it generally means graduate work, but no guarantee. Need to do that. Yeah, when I picked this up for moderation, I did not expect so much reading. There is so much reading in this. Alright, let's check out B2 first and see if I can finish this up. Raptor mole. Oh, thanks, I hate it. Feels like the way forward. Probably shouldn't keep going this way. Experiment 94ZQ. Notes, PhD turtle. The one. The PhD turtle. This may have crossed some ethical boundaries. We chose a few turtles near Spellbinding Sierra and brought them here. In the operating room, we redacted. We needed several doctors to redacted. It only worked halfway, though. The turtle's skin withered away, and whatever intelligence they might have had was lost to primal urge to hunt. They all especially lashed out when Redacted tried to redact. Experiment deemed a massive failure. Some engineers left the lab in shame. Oh, sucks to be them. Spiegel Horus from the Void? Yep. Had to read a lot because you're in capstone projects? Ah, okay. Or subjects, yeah. I know, when I did my capstone stuff, I didn't do a whole lot of reading. We just had to do a lot of work. Did the games capstone back in the day in programming, and we wrote a game that was kind of okay at the end of the day. Wouldn't say it was great, but it was kind of okay. Let's try this. I feel like this part might be penned in. Right. I don't want to go that way because of the lava lotus that spawns hammers. But if we go really fast and avoid the slope mole, then we're here. What does that mean for me? I could come down from there if I was coming from a different direction. It's an independent area, and that doesn't help me. Oh, this is such a big, sprawling, dang level. Oh, Chemist Koopas. I've run into these before. Many, many years ago. By that I mean, like, relatively recently, honestly. I think it was playing through CLDC. What I study? Computer science. Engineering. And other things like that. Rather do, like, having sticks shoved up my character's butt. Programming. There's some integrations that I usually have for doing Twitch stuff that aren't quite working for this, because this particular hack isn't amenable to such things, to be honest. You know, I don't want to change the character sprite because there's a custom character sprite for the game. But usually people can change the character sprite, and any alerts usually come through the game so I can read them in the game. But that doesn't work so hot with the dialogue patch that's here, because I never got around to detecting and implementing a workaround. It doesn't come up enough to actually bother, to be honest. The Layer 3 one usually works fine. So... most recent thing I did was get another TTS bot rigged up, which unfortunately I can't actually show off right now because I have to change modes for it to work. Right. But it's terrible. It uses the same TTS chip as the Intellivision, IntelliVoice module. I found a good emulator for it and got it rigged up so it does the right things. I was playing like a Vaporwave game for April Fool's Day because I always do something weird for April Fool's Day. This year was Vaporwave. Last year was educational games. The year before that was Adver Gaming. And the year before that was I played the Neptunia. Is it? Hold up, let's see. Yeah, Adver Gaming 2020. God, time flies, doesn't it? Yeah, I played one of the Neptunia games. Played Anime Was the Future. IntelliVoice just use voice samples? It does, but they're also terrible. Just honestly terrible. Basically, there are two chips involved. One of them kind of tries to convert phenomes... convert text into phenomes in a reasonable way, 1970s way, and the other one takes those phenomes and plays them. It's not real synthesis now. It does okay for what it is, honestly, and it sounds very 1970s, so I can't complain. Like I said, for a gag thing, it's not bad. My other TTS is Hatsune Miku because of anime. I played the Neptunia game and said it was all about VTubers, and so therefore, clearly, the bottom of those don't hurt you. Interesting. Clearly, we need to have more anime influence. That was fun. But the Neptunia VTuber game isn't very good. It plays very oddly. It has much like all the other Neptunia games, it has like a bunch of systems that don't really fit together. So to Miku X My Little Pony figure. I didn't know that even existed. That's kind of cool. Get deck talk. Integrate into your TTS. That could be fun. I don't know what deck talk is, but it could be fun. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Why'd I jump into that? Hey. Post link, go for it. Text to speech, use the move alpha. Oh, I thought that was just like the default Windows one. I've never actually used the default Windows one outside of Windows 98 when I had that rigged up for a bit on the Windows 98 machine, but I don't like using it because it has problems. Namely that I can't cancel TTSs after they start. So if someone goes for a long string of tomato, potato, Trinidad and Tobago, I can't get it to stop ever. So it's not ideal. Okay, so these connect up, that's good. Let's keep going with the top level for the time being. Or fall into them all. That's the figure? Interesting. Let me look this up. Huh! Oh, holy cow. That's on sale. Learned a lot of things about Brian over the years. Huh. That is expensive. Looks nice, though. Like the detail on the hair. But dear lord. Anime figurines that are high quality are not cheap. Like, Funko Pops, they are not. Go wild for anime figures? I bet. Like, high quality anime stuff is not cheap. Don't like you, Slope Mall. Look at anime plushies. Those are also not cheap. Because they come and go, assuming you're talking about like the Fumos. Evil Neuro. Oh, nice. Not a merch person. Your wallet will hate you. Vaguely familiar with this. And the turtle person. It's a weird, weird concept, but it seems to work well for him. And I'm going to a convention thing in Chicago in the vaguely near future, and was sent a engagement message about, you know, getting on the Funko Pop Airlines, and I'm like, I don't want to fly that. I'd rather fly Spirit. Southwest is acceptable, but Spirit is not. Oh, hey, another text. Experiment 4QX notes Venus fish plant. The idea of this experiment was to create a hybrid species, specifically one that would have the resilience of a plant and the swiftness of a fish. Unfortunately, the plant gene took priority and transformed the fish into its stem. Ultimately behaves like a normal invasive pipe plant. Experiment deemed a failure. There. A little bit too short for that. I didn't expect that to work. Okay, I hit a thing and that worked? Was that actually where I was supposed to go? Thank you, Science Koopa. I don't like you, Science Koopa. That's already long gone, isn't it? Hey, what? Where am I? Am I still in the main level? Am I in a different level? Slow down here. This is a... No, this is the same level. It's just I didn't recognize the lower path because all the slowdown. We'll put a slowdown marker about the slowdown. I never finished going this way either. Grab something to eat. Fair point. Get some dessert. Have durian, mango, and kumquat ice cream. I've never had kumquats. I'm so curious about that. Durian ice cream does sound like it might be a bad idea. Alright, 0724 XSSX. I hate going to this room and I'm like fearing for my life every time. Why are we keeping the last few security spikes? What an awful idea. I'm not leaving the office key here. I'm throwing it in the tiny storage room above B2. As soon as I hover into the shortest pipe in at the Venus fish plant area on F2, I'm done. Alright. Well, that does explain a few things. Oh, I need the block to get out of here. That's what that is. Oh, what's good? It's like a tiny sour orange. Huh. Yeah, I learned. Okay. So how does this all sort itself out? Like, I've got to keep this entire gigantic effing area in my brain, and I'm doing a terrible job of it. Okay, that's part of where I ended up over there, which isn't exactly where I want to go. I think this actually might be where I was. What are you doing over there? Don't move. Shell, you are not doing me any favors. Alright, so that's where I got into to do the key thing. I have a kumquat tree? Oh, nice! Somebody said for tree. Keep forgetting those are wimps. Yeah, nice to have actual fruit trees. My grandparents used to have a tangelo tree, which is still a very odd type of tree. I mean, it's probably still there, but they aren't anymore. They also had one of the best lemon trees of all time. God, those lemons were so good. I could actually just eat them. I think I've satisfied my imperative there. Due diligence here. Yes, I did due diligence here. I think. No, I didn't go this way yet. Yeah, I did come back this way on accident. And Science Koopa is not a sprite I generally associate with good times. Okay, so I came that way. Again. 722 XXX. If anyone needs the office key, it's in the isolated room on 3F. You know the drill. Take the B2 door to get there. Magic doors or something, eh? I put the key near the empty holding tank in the room. Okay, so I need to go from 2B to get the key. I know where to go for the... Oh, maybe here? Yeah, holy lag, Batman, indeed. 23XX. This is Buio from F1. Where the hell is the main office key? I'm losing my mind, or is it jumping all over the lab recently? I tried asking Ma Yatlak, but she said to give up looking near the second elevator on B1. Why do we have one key for the office anyway? I'm beginning to relate to this person. Is this death? That's death. I'm finding so many ways to die. Dumb ways to die. Here's the thing, I've still only done 2 levels. They're all just humongous, sprawling affairs. Which makes them tricky. Like, normally when you're playing something like this, you don't really care if you don't see everything, as long as you get through the end of it. But when it comes to moderation, I really do need to go through and do everything. This, I check these pipes. Right, the only thing you could really do from here was land on the slope mole. Use this. Did I read this? Yeah, PhD turtle. We read about PhD turtle. Pud turtle. What? Prize-winning bottomist, polygon classicist. I don't know the whole line. Good dentist too. Lousy poet. Critic's voice. Take your choice. There's no winning with PhD Koopa. Would. I've been here. I think only to die. Now, why do you get to reflect that? Didn't even see it. Ended up getting greedy. Greedent. This game abhors power-ups. For some reason. Alright, how did I get there? I think P1... That's... Who the fuck am I? I'm pretty sure... No, you're talking to me. Post-raid yesterday, I ran into someone who I recognized by name. I recognized once he told me what his name was. I was actually a bit surprised. The kind of fellow who changes his name every few months, so not terribly surprised that I didn't recognize him to start off. It's like, Pat, and I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm Dara. I'm like, oh, Dara, I remember Dara. Dara O'Brien from Taskmaster and other such things, but probably not. On the bright side, I've capped out on coins. Next time I run into a spot where I need more coins. Okay. Gotta remember not to just go off first cycle. Actually, it was you, wasn't it? Right. DJ Harvey album. Goes to show you how good my my memory actually is, because it was literally last night. Don't like this cycle, how it's set up, because you really need to get on the mole and then off the mole. Wait, there's a door here. I just missed this friggin' door here. That's solid. This is not. 21XX. Sorry, Mahelide. I had to borrow the office key earlier than normal. I need to show my progress to the director ASAP when my breakthrough happened. If you still want it back, I gave the key to engineer on B2 that needed it. Jack. I've not been paying attention to the dates, so I have no idea where the damn thing is. But it's on B2, apparently. Nope. Not like slow balls. At least they take a while. You really chew on it. Okay. Have I gone around and checked everything now without going in that particular box? No, because there's more over here. I immediately ran into something stupid over here. That's... Today's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, Zuccotti! And thanks to the fact that, you know, the song is no longer copyrighted, I could in fact sing you happy birthday. But because it's your birthday, I won't. It'll be my gift to all of you. I did rather like the era of we need to come up with other birthday songs. Oh, nice! It actually worked. Well, congratulations on your gift sub, Zuccotti. And thank you for gifting it to Zuccotti, Dara. Yeah, it turned out to actually not belong to the group that thought they owned it. It was a really silly thing. So now anyone can sing happy birthday to anybody. It's for the best. Nope. You got the shell, but not me. Oh, right, that was a... Is this a dead end that I already did? Oh, this... No! This is a dead end I already did. Okay, cool. Well, the copyright to it? I don't actually know. Something like large, like Warner Music or something like that. One of those big conglomerates. Not anybody good. But no, it is no longer owned. But I still do miss that. There was one like... Okay, that's the door. I remember it was like a TV show about a radio show or something. Where they're like, I can't sing happy birthday, but we can do For He's a Jolly Good Fella. Dang, science, Koopas. Original Mickey Mouse is in the public domain. That is true. You could do everything you want with Steamboat Willie now. And people did, and got really, really excited about it to a point of kind of just it being a bit disturbing. And no longer kind of fun. But no, the real point I was thinking about was the Futurama one, where it's like, what a day for a birthday, let's all have some cake. Like, it's rather lame, but it's Futurama appropriate. Okay, I think I know what's remaining for me to check out here. It's mostly things after that second elevator. So I have a plan, at least. Even if it's not a very good plan. I don't understand how any of that worked, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, this at least is a new area. Can you get on the slope mole? Boy, that sure was worth my time and effort. Oh wait, there's a door there. You know what? I might be stuck. Yeah, this is a soft lock. Watching Big Joel's K-Boat Willie. I did not see that. See the Futurama reboot? No, I have not. Okay, can't start select out of it. There's no other buttons. Am I soft locked? Can I die? I don't think I can die. The only source of death is that piranha plant, and it doesn't go this way. I am actually soft locked. Yeah, I saw that like they were doing a lot more contemporary things, and I'm not big into Futurama's contemporary episodes, if that makes sense. Like, I thought Futurama was best when it was parodying, like, high sci-fi concepts. And whenever I think of, like, Reboot Futurama, the first reboot, I think of the iPod episode, or the YouTube episode, which is just bad. It's just like, hey, guys, do you know all about these YouTube meme things? Mentos and Coke, isn't that funny? And then there's, like, singing mole, and it's just not good. It's just bad, honestly. And so that's kind of why was never excited about the Futurama reboot. It's just like, I just expected to be more of the same. I don't really want contemporary issues in my sci-fi that way. I want, like, old stuff. Like maybe a curmudgeon, but I'm fine with that. Make fun of Captain Kirk. There's enough things that do parodies of contemporary stuff nowadays that I'm not, like, hurting for it. Let's try and get in that door again. Don't know where that went, and I don't care. I might want that shell. I definitely want that shell. Yep. Oh, got the coin at least. Yeah, Susan Boyle thing, yeah, not ideal. I should have been paying attention. Steamboat Willie, but with Big Joel saying shit like, look at me, I'm Mickey and I'm gay. That sounds really silly. Like the first review, like 10. Don't like things that parody social media, and it means yeah. It's just not fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. But, like, I definitely would prefer them to, like, make fun of Dune or something. The episode with Henry Kissinger's head is like, we do not condone bouncing of the third type. It was a lot more fun to me. Okay, I think what I need to do to go forward is to take the highest path. There once was a boy who bounced to the third height, and then the fourth height, and then the second height again. It's like, we tell the same story. Tricky to enter that one. Because you need to be just a little bit higher up. Nope. Maybe... Nope. It's an awkward spot to bounce into. I really should spin jump just in case to get my landings a little bit more inability to die. Really? That wasn't good enough? Huh. Like, I get the feeling maybe I should just bring a shell and try to do a shell jump. I think it might be easier than what... Never mind, just it worked that time. Love the fish piranha plant. It is good. Alright, so... Do I have it? Is it in my inventory now? Like, what happened there? No! But yeah, I saw like some of the list of things they were doing. They're gonna have a COVID episode. And just COVID just in general just depresses me, even if you're parodying it. It's not a fun thing. Not to say there isn't some comedy there to be eked out, but just, it doesn't work for me. Rather not watch it. Yeah, before someone says it looked fishy. It does in fact look fishy. Stupid mole. And stupid monkey. It's one of the worst things about Aqua Teen Hunger Force when it came back in the last form is they got rid of the bit at the end that told you it was a good show. How would you know it's a good show without the Italian chef telling you it's a good show? It's a weird thing to parody? Yeah. But they were going to do an episode on it. I'm like, I just don't care. I just can't bring myself to care. It's kind of like the later seasons of Rick and Morty. It's like the first couple were pretty good. And then after that, it just kind of fell off. It's like, you know, there's a time and place. You can just get off the ramp anytime you want. It is not necessary to keep liking a show or watching it post its sell-by date, I suppose. I'm just going to ignore both of them. And go in the door. And pray that the level ends. Many exclamation points. It's the impartation gem. It has to be. This weird shape, the rock-like feeling. Okay, I found it, finally. But hold on. This is, like, way too easy. Is the thief here? Someone gonna jump me? Anything? Many dots. Many, many more dots. No? Wow. Yeah, I was kind of expecting a fight. Guess I'm glad to get the break for that for once. Alright, I'll hold on to the gem and bring it back to the Precipice. Cutscene. What? A note slipped under the gem. Well, this may or may not be good. A message to codename Worm. I need to inform you that I'm departing the rendezvous. Hence my leaving this note. I'm in possession of the impartation gem, but I've been wanting to... I've been waiting too long for you to arrive. I risk a legion of wizards finding me eventually if I stay at this lab, and that is not a risk I will take. I'm making my exit now rather than later. I'll be leaving the gem here with this note, as you can hopefully see. But between you and me, I'd count on a certain adventurous young woman beating you to me to the punch. I wouldn't be surprised if she's reading this. Nevertheless, I've already collected my payment. My job here is done. Ayu. That's Adu, but I definitely want to say Ayu. That's the last part. That's talking about me. About me? What? This is from the culprit, no doubt about it. They know about me? Well, actually, wait. Both the thief and whoever hired them. Does the ringleader know about me too? Maybe, maybe not. The letter's too vague to know. The ringleader's code name was Worm. What could that mean? I've never heard that term. I know about worms, but this is strange. A different animal? Maybe a... Actually, no, what am I doing? I have the gem, and Aug-Conjur is suffering. I need to go. Time to go cheer up Precipice with some great news. Does that count as a victory? What happens if I touch the gem? What's up, Fall Circus? How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. We can wait from good show to actual story to cable TV slop on season 3. That sounds about right. There were like a couple good episodes in season 3, but most of it was not great. Most of it was not great. Never got into Rick and Morty. Yeah, I liked the first 2 seasons well enough, but it fell off so hard. Like, the first episode was good, but then the Szechuan sauce thing happened. And dear God. The only good thing about the Szechuan sauce thing that happened was that binging with Babish took off because of that. That's literally it. Man stapled his YouTube career to the Szechuan sauce thing. But that's it. Everything else about that was terrible. Yeah, Babish is good watching. I definitely enjoy Babish. He does appear to be trying to branch out into things that aren't great, like, let's try all the Trader Joe's frozen pasta. And I'm like, I don't care about that. Just make something. Anime or anything with Alvin's pretty good. Alright, so I can't actually touch that. Alright, good enough. Alright, before we get to the next set of things, I'm going to get up and take a quick stretch break. I will be right back. Alright, let's go confront a wizard. Just watch the cooking videos? Yeah, it's a good way to go. Like, he had a lot of good ones. I think he's just kind of like struggling to find like interesting media-based recipes at this point. Wait, what? Can't stand Professor Von Deen. She has something against me, I don't know why. I think I read this earlier. I need to read that again. Yep, okay. I think these are all the same as last time. I'd like him to, like, you know, if he could, do Redwall stuff. I think Redwall meals would be really great for his channel, but I'm a bit biased. There are a lot of well-described meals in those books that just sound so good. Prisminia. Man, oh man, do I have a deliver for you. Ta-da! Oh my, our beloved impartation gem. You got it back. I'm overcome with emotion. Moonlight, you saved us. Ah, forget me. I'm just happy your home will continue to prosper. Do not discredit yourself, young one. You're amazing at what you do. I'm endlessly relieved. Things will finally be back to normal at Aug-Conjur now. I should summon a retainer to put the gem back on its altar. I will inform the city and get security measures for the gem, but first, Moonlight, you must tell me about what happened. How did the recovery go? Gladly. Buckle up then let me explain everything to you. Please skip this. I really don't want to have to relive it right now. And then, just as I was ready to leave, I found the note that I showed you. I thought about it for a moment, and then realized I need to return the gem ASAP. So now I'm here, and the gem is safe again. I see. This is unsettling, to say the least. So the gems thief themselves. From this note, they don't seem to care about the gem. They were just hired to take it. Not to mention their awareness of you in particular. That could mean a number of things. Regardless, someone was attempting to sabotage Aug-Conjur, but why? I'm going to be looking into this matter on my own time. Please do. And now that Aug-Conjur is safe, it looks like it's time for me to go. Ah, of course. My apologies for keeping you. Aug-Conjur forever owes you a debt, Moonlight. Thank you, Prime Minister, for honestly the experience. A lovely side effect of going on these journeys is being able to see more of the world, and knowing that places like the Lake of the Lost exist. Anywho, I need to go see Omelis now. I can't wait to see the look on her face. Hee hee. Please tread carefully, Moonlight. Make sure you know what you're doing. Huh? I do. Thanks for worrying about me, Prisminia. See you around. Be safe. Heard plenty of things about Redwall cooking? Yes. Like, the feasts described are both vegetarian and epic in scope, which is not something that usually goes together. Like, the otters eat some shrimp or something, whatever. But everyone else is eating these beautifully defined vegetarian meals, and it just sounds so good. Heck, can't shake the feeling that Prisminia was right. The circumstances of the gem's theft. Something's not adding up here. I'm starting to think my journey has some ways to go before it's truly over. Well, anywho, back to Guin City for now. Oh? Please don't be frozen. What was I supposed to see there? ... It's a silhouette of something I probably should recognize from earlier in the game. Later. 5 years later. Hello, Guin City. Good to be back. Omelis, are you around? It's those who walk away from Omelis, by the way. That's the actual name of the short story. Good afternoon, Moonlight. Are you well? Oh, hello, sir. Yes, I'm doing great. All right, great, even. Do you know where Omelis is? Yes, that's what I was getting at. She's not in the city right now. She had a few important tasks away from home to attend to. However, she asked me to pass along a note. Guess she expected you to come while she was gone. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. We hope to see you again. Thank you, Sir Guard. Dear Moonlight, I deeply apologize for my absence. I hope you are doing excellently. An urgent matter came up, and I'm obligated to see to it. I hope you can understand. I know that you were able to solve Aug-Conjur's plight. Prime Minister Prisminia is likely very grateful. I give you my advanced thanks as well. I now write to you with unfortunate news, and with it a request for help yet again. I will explain. Unlike last time, this request is not one I ever planned for. Not long before you first came to Guin City, I had sent 2 Prisminian ambassadors to Clarinetta, the underground city south of Aug-Conjur. For a while now, there have been ongoing nonsense anti-Prisminian sentiments coming from Clarinetta. I sent my ambassadors to help amend this. However, they never returned. I am seriously concerned for their safety given the current tensions there. My request is this. Go to Clarinetta, find my ambassadors, and try to make sure this can't happen again. Thank you, Moonlight. I hope to see you again soon. Omelis. Another request? Huh, wow, it's starting to become a lot. Not a lot for me to handle, but just a lot for someone to keep asking me. But this clarinetta, was it? Clarinottia, was it? This reads like a kidnapping, or maybe worse. I can't just ignore that. I'm not really able to. That's not bad, though, right? I just don't leave people to suffer, or to suck it up, or make them save themselves. Alright, I think my path is clear. I'll go near Aug-Conjur and then take the southern path to Clarinata. Once I'm there, I think it's time that I start making my own observations on things. Words, words, words. End of demo. Traditional. And that's the end of Chapter 2. Normally this would be a tunnel taking you to Clarinata, but, you know, demo moment. Thank you for playing. Please let me know what you thought. I look forward to finishing this game eventually. Sayuri. Alright, well, I guess I beat it. How many exits do I have? Not really sure at this point. And of course it doesn't show up because my thing doesn't work well. Let's see if I got them all. Resetting is so convenient. 15? Alright, cool. I guess there's still one thing to do left. I've managed to do everything else. This would technically be a reject, but I'll probably just message Sayuri about the specific problems. I need to check out the alternate paths for the castle. So let's just do that. Especially because I now remember that, you know, you just press start to get past things. Once you actually get into the menu, you can press start. Okay, do that. Oh, I don't need to go to the docks. This is not a real level. Prism Path is... it's a real enough level. Oh, right. I don't have the extra jump yet. Oop. Brilliant. The goal was to finish this very quickly. I'm also not really sure what I'm going to do now. I might just go to bed. I've been kind of tired. I didn't start so late. Actually don't really have anything planned after this. There's a couple things I've been wanting to do, but I also feel like because of Quack Jam, I shouldn't do them. I kind of want to check out the... what was that thing called? The 72-hour overworld contest, but like it's not... I still haven't quite gotten my tech working for that. Like I really want to have a good way to keep the times without it cutting it into like 20 different VODs, because like it's not gonna... I don't want to cut it into 20 VODs. Welcome to Die! How far in the questibles are we? Not terribly. I've shifted Desi's up a bit. I need to go and get started on prizes. Realizing I'm going to be back on the East Coast again is not helping me on that front either. I was not sure I got all the coins, but I think I got most of the coins at least. I have to double check that offline because I'm just not going to do that today. Just gotta run past everything. What's up, Herosoft? Again, I think. Yeah, Desi requested Final Fantasy 1. I end up shifting around some of Desi's requests because it's easier if I handle them when I get them. And I really want to do something good for Zelda 2, or Zelda 1. Having learned some interesting things about how you're supposed to possibly do USB to NES, I want to try something new, so I asked Fiskbit for some information about Zelda 1. And I'm going to give that a try in the vaguely near future to see if the suggested solution will work. I'm still a little bit dubious, but if it does work, then I can mess around with a lot more things. The prior constraints weren't ideal, but basically the problem I have is I can't trust the USB interface. It just doesn't work right. But the suggested solution basically means I no longer need to rely upon the FIFO interface. And so if I don't need to rely on the FIFO interface, that solves a lot of problems. I guess become less reliant upon the FIFO interface. I still have to use it. But I no longer have to use it for a specific purpose. Basically, there's 3 ways it seems you can do USB to NES. There's the D to the 4th way, where you trust the interface and kind of build command buffers, which is good if it works. And that's what I did for Zelda 2, except the interface isn't trustworthy, and so the command buffers would suffer and not always work because of that. And then there is the thing I've done for Final Fantasy 1 where I don't trust the interface at all, and basically do the minimum possible and firmly believe that it's always going to do the wrong thing, which has proven to work okay. It hasn't crashed yet. And generally sort of at least kind of works, but you can't do very much with it because of that. And then there's the stop the world approach that Crix seems to think is a good idea, which is very much a hardware guy kind of idea. And so I'm going to give that one a shot. I'm not convinced it's a good idea, but since the dude who made the hardware seems to say this is a way it will work, and then I can use, then I can read SRAM, I can modify CHR and CHR, RAM and ROM, I can modify PRG ROM as well if I need to. So, like, it seems like a good way to go, and that part seems to work pretty well. From my limited experience, is the USB to reading stuff is for reading and writing RAM seems to work pretty decently. Well, not really RAM, but kind of RAM. It's complicated. But basically reading cart RAM. Well, flash cart RAM, not real cart. Like I said, it's complicated. But basically, if this works, it will make USB to NES stuff a lot easier for me to do, because then I can start doing similar things to what I do with Project Carl, where I'm using the fact that I can write to ROM and SRAM consistently, without having to worry about the ability to write to WRAM consistently, which is currently a problem on the NES. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm surprised that worked. Did I do it? Nope. But yeah, more Final Fantasy 1 on Monday. Wait, no, Wednesday. I'm playing Halo with Snyder on Monday, which is not a stream thing, just me and Snyder are gonna play Halo. Okay. So this is the last thing I need to check. There's 3 paths in this particular level, and because I beat the level, I couldn't go back into it. Gotta love the big ninjas, though. But because we're specifically moderating it now, I guess, actually, if anyone's got anything they want tested, I guess this would be a good time for it. I have a little more time before I'm going to keel over and fall asleep. So if anyone's interested in getting something tested, this would be a good time for it. Because, like, after I'm done with the 3 paths, I think I'm basically done. Right, I hate those. Oop. Like, basically, if I can make my way to the midway and then die, I'll be happy. Oh. Alright, cool. Midway. Test Baba is you? Nah, it's way too late for that. How you doing, Fries? Level from your hack, please don't. I was gonna say, if you really want it, we'll do it. But if not, I think that's fine too. No, it's way too late, and I've had enough to drink today. The Baba is not in the cards. Hopefully this did not make a checkpoint, otherwise I have to do everything over again. Sure? Send it over? Like I said, I got a little more time before I'm going to keel over. If I can be useful, it's better to be useful and do something useful here than just like, I'm dead. I mean, we're talking about the hack that you showed off at C3, because I played that level before, though I don't think I ever beat it. I should have it already. All right. I might not know where it is. You just send me a BPS, I'll re-thing it. It's easier for me just to redo it, honestly, because of the way my system works. I don't keep track of where ROMs are. Oh, conventional ninja. Wanna be a conventional ninja. Gotta say, I think the top one was more exciting than this. Oop. Oop. Poor ninja. Forever doomed. Whee! That's not a ninja. Is that a pro ninja? Alright, cool. That is done, as far as I'm concerned. We played all 3 sections. We went to the ninjas again. I have to go through the cutscene again. I'm not reading all that again. Have the list discard message? Yeah. I can do that. To find you. There we go. Yes, continue to download. I can't start select out of here. I just want to go back to the world map to end this. Alright. Well, that was everything I needed to go and see. Yeah, I'll probably just message Sayuri about getting a couple of the small things fixed, because I found some weird bugs. And double check a couple things. But I think that soft lock over the right is a bit of a problem in the lab level. But other than that, pretty clean, honestly, for a demo this size. I think I had like 5 marks in the first one, and then I deleted a few of them because they were grammar things. Turns out bypasser is the plural of bypasser. Didn't expect that, Bob. Didn't expect that.